How's it going? Welcome back out into the Willamette National Forest. I'm Tobin. I just threw a pine cone for Luna and Athena. You might see them here in a second behind me. The shave of the day photos we're taking on this fallen log behind us. And I am here to review Ramblin Man. I purchased this like 5 years ago during the pandemic, which is why I have the white bottle of the post shave. Talk about that here in a minute. It was just a sourcing problem caused by the COVID supply chain issues. They weren't able to get the green ones. Same product that you can buy right now on their website. They never changed it. This is a tub that I purchased when I was still loading directly from the tub. So that's what I'm going to do here today. Just before I start whipping it up, I'm going to put a little bit of water on top of it, not to bloom it, but just to make it a little easier for me out here in the woods. Just 3 or 4 squirts to moisten the top for me. Swish it around, swish, swish. Got you guys on the tripod, no mirror. The bowl I'm going to be using is the collapsible bowl from Stirling. I bought this around the same time, probably 2020, 2019, whenever it was they were brand new. I jumped on it and purchased one. I'm going to whip it up with the Boar brush from Stirling. First thing I'm going to do is apply what's left of my tube. That is the cube in a pre-shave soap in a travel-sized jar from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I purchased everything in the video today. Gonna need to wet the face though. So this fragrance, I absolutely love it. My wife and daughter, if you're familiar with my score, I like to do the family fragrance score. We all love this fragrance. It is a clone of Creed's Himalaya. So the House of Creed Himalaya. Trying to be easy here. This is broken. It's just a little nub that's left in the bottom of this. I don't want it to fall out. No mirror. Did I say that? Okay, sit up on the tripod. I don't remember the date. Put it on the screen. Just over to my left, your right, I did a review of Alien Shave's original Mugg Puck with Old Spice for a splash. Like 2.5 years ago. It was one of my earlier outdoor shave videos. I'll put a link to that into the description if you want to check it out and see just how much this has grown up behind me since that shave. This is forest fire damage from the forest fires of 2020. All right, I got the cube applied. I've been soaking my Boar brush, my stainless steel bowl there. I take along with me. I soak my brushes in it, and then after soaking the brush, I will use it for rinsing my razor. All right, nice and wet. Give it a little shake. Luna's waiting for me to throw another pine cone. I've collected a giant pile right down here. This is one of my throwback shirts that I actually made. That is Luna on the shirt. I won't profit at all from any sales of any soap in this. I don't have an affiliate link or a discount or anything to Stirling. I've just always loved what Stirling does. When I do this, I normally load it for about 30 seconds. So let me do like I normally do. I'll count in my head and I'll let you guys enjoy the great outdoors with me. Ready? Already started. We'll do like -3. Pausing at 10. Go get it, tiger. 11. I'm not pushing too hard. That's about 30 seconds. Gonna have more than enough soap. Set that down, lean it just right so it doesn't fall over. Give me a second, Luna. I'll scoop out the extra soap from the bowl. Waste not, want not. At home, I would now rinse this off but we're out in the woods. One of the many reasons why I am now a scooper and not a bull loader. This isn't the reason why, but I can already see the advantage of scooping. In fact, let me give it a quick rinse with my bottle here. So this fragrance is like the perfect summer cologne type fragrance. I like to rinse off my soaps. You don't have to, but I like to put mine away without any buildup. I'm gonna set this over here on the ground for now. All right, let's talk about the fragrance. That's why you're here, right? I mean, you might be here to absorb these gingery good looks. I mean, who doesn't love an old ginger? I know Lee Hazley does. All right, so my wife and daughter, like I said, we love this fragrance. I have the EDT, as you might have saw in the photos. Had it forever. If I didn't own a million other fragrances, I would have already used all of it. But I'm a schnerd. We're gonna have to add more water here in a second, but let's start whipping it up just a little bit, and then we're gonna take it straight to the face. In fact, I probably should have just went straight to the face. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Water in the bowl. Let's go. Alexis and Emily both give this a 9. I would give it a 9 or a 10 myself, especially when we're talking about fragrances that have a citrusy summer vibe to it, that are cologne-y and just perfect for wearing anywhere, everywhere, all spring, summer long. In the heat, this fragrance really shines in the spring and summer. The opening, you get this exhilarating burst of citrus. The citrus remains throughout the fragrance. It does kind of take a back seat, but even once you get into the dry down and you've been wearing it for a few hours, that citrus is still there. It's really cool how the citrus, normally with a fragrance, the citrus would disappear. Not with this one. The citrus sticks around, and the citrus really kind of never leaves. It's always there, and it's beautiful. Oh gosh, okay. So not too long ago, I did a review where I slaughtered the pronunciation of Calabria. So this is I have the phonetics written down, and I'm still gonna slaughter it. Calabrian bergamot. Calabrian bergamot. Calabrian bergamot. It's bergamot from Calabria in Italy. And like I discussed in that previous video, if you missed it, where I slaughtered the pronunciation, it just means that it is a higher quality bergamot, it's a higher quality bergamot. Move on, Tobin. Did I slaughter it again? I know I did. So you got the bergamot, and then the grapefruit, and then a word I know I can pronounce because of pizza, Sicilian lemon, Sicilian lemon. Bright introduction that feels crisp and refreshing. The citruses in this are perfect. I've never experienced Creed's Himalaya, so I don't think I've ever experienced any other clones of it either. So all I have to go off of is this Ramblin Man from Stirling. But when it comes to citrus notes and citrus accords, they really don't get any better than what you find in Ramblin Man. It is just a fantastic citrus accord. The three of these coming together. I don't really pick out the grapefruit. There's kind of a tartness to the citrus. I would attribute that to the grapefruit. It could also be the lemon, but the three of them are just kind of blended together in creating a citrus accord, to where I can't really say there's the bergamot, there's the grapefruit, or there's the lemon, but it is just this fresh, crisp, beautiful citrus that from the very get-go, the very introduction of this fragrance, and it, like I said, it carries throughout the fragrance. The heart is sandalwood, and sandalwood only. It's the only thing that's listed as sandalwood. I can't help but wonder if there isn't other notes in there, but all we have listed is sandalwood, and the sandalwood is adding depth. It's bringing a refined balance that also enhances the fragrance, but at the same time, I think it's kind of tempering those citruses up above, because you would think that with these 3 citruses up at the top that you would have like this really sharp, strong citrus, but somehow it's not sharp, it's not over the top, it's not, I want to use the word pungent, but I don't know that pungent is right, but I think that sandalwood is helping to temper and balance those citruses up top and just bringing them down a notch, so that they're not too much at any point. Gotta be careful how I set it in this silicone bowl here. So I have with me the Merkur 34c. I just did a full review of this in my razor review series. I'm gonna dip it in the water. I have in it a first use Merkur Super Platinum. I like these blades, I really do. I've gone through, I don't know, 40 or 50 of them over the years. But what I don't like is the price. And for the price, I think they're a horrible value. Like I said, I like them, but finding them for less than like $1 a blade is hard to do. And because they're so expensive, I don't recommend them, and I don't reach for them very often as a result. I think they are extremely overpriced. Generally about $1 a blade. You can get like a 10-pack for $8, $9, $10. If you can get a 10-pack for less than $10, you're getting a deal on them. And I like to buy 100 blades for $10. If I spend $20 on 100 blades, to me that's a lot. And with these Merkurs, you're looking at, it's like a Kai is only 35, and I think in feather too for 100. And to me that feels expensive. In the base is where the character of this fragrance really takes root and leads us into that 4th and final stage of the dry down. Give me a second, I'll throw you one, sweetheart. You've been waiting very patiently. Musk and ambergris. This is not a musky fragrance. If it were, my girls would not give it a super high score. The musk that I do detect in this is a white musk, not a dark musk or a black musk. A 60s and 70s musk is what you would call a black musk. The musk that is in this is very subtle. It's more of an accentuating note, giving this fragrance longer lasting. I can easily get 8 hours of wear out of the EDT, 6 to 8 hours from the splash. Not a lot of projection. If we had to give the projection a score, maybe a 4, to how far it radiates from you, how far you can smell it. But what I think the musk and the ambergris is doing, because at no one point do they really stand out a whole lot. This is definitely what I'd call a citrusy, warm summer type fragrance, is bringing this like sensual, skin-like warmth to the fragrance. So if you don't like a musk at all, don't let that bother you, because this is not a musky fragrance by any means at all. And the musk that I do detect is what I would call a white musk, a clean musk, a modern musk. After all, this is a fragrance made by Creed, and Creed is not known for creating musky fragrances. They're known for making modern, fresh, aquatic type fragrances. If you like any of the man fragrances from Stirling, I think you're gonna love this. All of the man fragrances from Stirling. Where did I put my razor? Oh, it fell down into the bowl. Let me rinse real quick. So with Stirling, anything that ends in the word man, island man, sharp dress man, executive man, mountain man, those are all fragrances that are clones of Creeds. So executive man is Aventus, for example. Sharp dress man is green Irish tweed. If you like any of the man fragrances, I think you're gonna like this one. If the notes sound good at all, I think you're gonna love it. We love this fragrance. With my wife and daughter, a score of 1 is I hate it, a 5 is I like it, 10 is I absolutely love it and want Tobin to wear it all the time. A 9 is a fabulous score. I've shaved with this the last few days in preparation for this review, and Emily walked up to me last night, that's our 17-year-old daughter, after I shaved with it, half an hour after I shaved with it, she's like, you smell really good. And she knew what I was doing. When I'm doing these reviews, I'm always communicating with my girls, getting their opinions of it, talking with them about it. And getting compliments from the people that we care most about. For me, anyways, is a great feeling. That's what I want from a fragrance. At home, I would do 3 passes generally, almost always. Out here in the woods, just do 2. I just do that for time. And I would rinse with water. Ready, girl? You've been really good today. I think it's always good. Oh, yes. Love it. How you doing? I'm doing great. It's Sunday, Mother's Day. Hope you guys remembered the women who are mothers in your life, whether it's your sister, your wife, your neighbor. I was raised by a single woman. Lost my dad when I was 8. My mom wore many hats. There's been many Father's Days that I've actually thanked her. Took my wife out to breakfast this morning. Yesterday, May 10th, was also her birthday. So every year, I get a double whammy because Mother's Day is always, the second Sunday in May, I think it is. And so because of that, it often falls the day after her birthday or like the day of her birthday. There's been a couple of times that her birthday has been Mother's Day. And then our anniversary, our wedding anniversary, is May 19th. So the month of May, for me, is very much an Alexis month. Probably would have done it differently had I thought it through 20 years ago when we got married. But yesterday we went out to, where did we go for dinner? We went to an early dinner because Emily had to be to work at 4. That's our 17-year-old daughter. And so, went to this place called Chapala. It's one of our favorite local Mexican restaurants. There's only 2 of them. There's one in the heart of Eugene and then one on the south side of Eugene. And we always go to the one, it's called the Oakway Center. For the price, this is a great splash. If you've never experienced Stirling splash before, I wouldn't say it's the best splash on the market, but for the price, it is the best splash on the market. It's like, $13.65 right now or something like that for these 100 ml bottles. It's a killer deal. I do recommend getting one of the balms if your skin is like mine. I don't say that I have sensitive skin. I have gingery skin. And I do find that with a lot of splashes, I do need a balm. And so if I don't have a matching balm, which I do today, I would use something like Mysterium Serum or some other product. Let that sit for a second. Give the alcohol just a second to burn off. I do like to do the alcohol and then a balm. It's a trick I learned years ago from Douglas Smythe and Matt Pasarczyk in a video series that they did. Prior to that, I really don't know that I had a set way. I like to experiment. It's one of the things I love about this hobby. I'm always trying different ways of doing things. But one thing I have found that because of the alcohol, and even witch hazel can be drying, there's alcohol in this splash. Put the ingredients right up there. that because the alcohol is drying, that it's good, at least for me, and works best for me, to do the balm second. If you're wondering what way is best for you, I always recommend experimenting. So say you have a matching splash and a matching balm like I do today. On the left side of your face, apply the balm first, and then apply the splash. On the right side of your face, at the exact same time, the exact same shave, apply the splash first, and then apply the balm first. And then if you live with someone, your wife, a roommate, whoever, have them come along and feel your skin. You feel your skin. Pay attention to how it feels 5-10 minutes after the shave. Pay attention to how it feels 20-30 minutes after the shave at the end of the workday, and do that a few times, and it shouldn't take too long, and you'll figure out what works best for you. What works best for me may not work best for you, but I have found that what works best is a splash and then a balm. And I think that has a lot to do with the drying properties. And now, one thing, so I do like to have that smell radiate, right? So right now I'm so this is a matching fragrance, but at the same time, it's not as strong because it's a balm as the splash is when it comes to scent strength. So something that we can do right now to enhance that fragrance, because I have just covered up some of the fragrance with this balm. So what I do sometimes, especially if it's something like this that I know my girls love, I'll take just a little bit, get it on the back of my finger, apply it to the back of my neck, just a little dab behind my ear, do that over here, do it again right here. Oh buddy. And now we're actually taking advantage of some pulse points, right? That's the word. I have brain farts with words. I know them, but like file not found, 404, file not found. You guys take care. It's a little big things, my friends. I can't recommend this one enough. I love Executive Man. I love Sharp Dressed Man. I like all of the Man series, but Ramblin Man, Executive Man, and Sharp Dressed Man would be my 3 favorites. And if you like Executive Man, if you like Sharp Dressed Man, and you like the sound of the scent notes in this one, keep in mind that it's not a musky fragrance like I was saying a minute ago. The musk is subtle. It's an accentuating musk. It's a white musk. You're going to love this one. It's very modern, very citrusy from the top all the way into the dry down. That citrus remains. It is so damn good. It is good stuff, Maynard. You guys take care. Pine cone hanging out of her mouth. See you guys next time. Welcome to the B-roll. Real quick, first thing I want to do is show you the dog's water bowl. So that's the Coleman bowl that I might have spoke of. I pour the dog's water into it. I also have this little blue one that I sometimes carry with us, just depending on the trip. I often carry both just in case, you never know. Well, no, I generally only carry one. I brought both today just because of this bowl. So as you can see, this is exactly what they are, is these collapsible bowls, and this one has held up extremely well. Okay, that's enough of that because I hopefully have already talked about it during the video, but I just wanted to show you real quick while I had you off the tripod. So that's the direction I've been looking. In my Old Spice video, that the link is in the description, that was the backdrop. I had the camera set up right here. You can see it's still pretty much undisturbed. It's the way I left it for the most part. Looks like maybe one log has fallen. If you watch that video that's in the description, or if you've seen it before, that is where I shaved from. And in that video, I was standing right in here with this being my backdrop. Tripping over a stick. That is just, what was that video, 2.5 years ago? And you see the way it's grown up. It's a little big things, my friends. Trips like this, something I look forward to. Getting the dogs out of the house. Now the last few years, getting out here doing a shave video. I truly enjoy it. Hope you guys have a great week. Hope you remember the women in your life that are mothers and that you wish them a great day today and that you treated them how they deserve to be treated. My wife is currently getting some good quality, quiet time and undisturbed errand running time. She's a good woman like that. And that is one of life's greatest little big things, including pine cones. Right, Luna? You guys take care. We'll see you next time. Where'd it go? What'd you find? Let's go. Come on. Athena. Creek's right over to my right. That's where Athena looks to be trying to head to now. We haven't been up here, 3 or 4 months. Trying to think the last video that we were here for. Hey, this way, this way, this way. Let's go. Come on, Loon, turn around. Good girl. Now the water's more manageable. Should have brought the machete. No, not that way, this way. Camp Phoenix was way up and around. I did the banana bread or nana bread from right here. Avo Nice Shave from right here. Find anything? Your sister's getting after you. She says, hey, what are you doing out there? Stay with your dad. No, I don't do what I want. Stay with dad. Still got your rock. Forest is springing back up. I love it. It's been 5 years.